Hey guys, it's Kathy. Yeah, I started 2 minutes early because really that was it. It's as long as I could wait. I hate waiting. I hate that countdown where I have to just sit here and do nothing because I can't start the countdown until I'm all ready. So I just sit here and wait. That's not true. I'm I am grabbing content until the last second. I'm telling you, I am. Hi guys. Siobhan is here. Okay, so a couple people are gonna come 2 minutes from now and be like, "Hey, I was getting my coffee." But, that's just what happens. This stream is professional. Very, very, very professional. Hello. Ooh, so Comcast is my internet provider because it's the fastest internet I can get in this home. And my son, who's a professional gamer, needs the fastest internet we can get. Well, I know they have to do it. I know upgrades have to happen, and that's the only way we get to keep our fastest internet is if we let them upgrade it. But man, today they upgraded. They took me down for a big upgrade, I guess, because I was down for a while, and it was during my working time. I mean, thank goodness it wasn't during my recording time, but it was during when I was trying to get some work done. So I got two motherboard updates, 2 of them. So the new motherboard and the air conditioner worked. Hey, it was like 280, 260, I can't remember. So let's just say it was 270. And how would you guys know? I mean, it's 270. Um, so I have air condition now. Yay. And think of how much money I saved in electricity not having any, sorry, Donald, not having any air conditioning for this heat wave. So that's good. It's good. It's real nice in here. I can wear my fuzzy blanket thing again if I want to. It's weird how you can function with air. Like when the air conditioner was broke, I mean, it was just so hard to function. It was so hard to do anything but, sit and sweat and complain. Now, on I got an email today about my computer and my new motherboard. It will arrive here July 1st. As long as someone will sign for it, they will give it to me. So that means July 1st, I'm going to be sitting right by the front door all day because I'm telling you, these computers, I have 2 computers, my work computer, my son's computer, they are not doing well. They are struggling with this whole streaming thing. They and my work computer is a beast when I write code. I mean, a beast. It it was perfect. But streaming, is not so much, It's just not working out for me. So, we just have a few more days until July 1st. So, my case was dismissed. My, AC is running, so my computer will be here on the 1st, and maybe we'll see what happens on the 3rd. So, I was thinking about, um, what I wanted to do for, like, once I get monetized again, if I wanna do something big, and man, did my brain land on something huge. Now, it's so big, there's no way I'm gonna get it done by the time I'm monetized again. So this is not for when I'm monetized, but I have something huge planned. It's gonna be amazing. I'm telling you, it's gonna be amazing, but it's gonna take me a while to get it put together. Um, and I need my computer for it. I need my computer for it. Um, but I'm thinking it'll be like a series. And I'm thinking about creating the series and putting them all out at once because I'm not the kind of person that can wait for the next episode, next episode, next episode. I know I'm supposed to do that. It keeps people coming back. No, I don't care. I'm going to do it all, release it all on one shot. And you guys are going to flip. You guys are going to flip when you see what I'm about to do. It's going to take me a while, but man, oh man. Casey Carey, it's her birthday. Everybody say hello. I mean, happy birthday to her in the comments. Please, please, please. You guys are doing great. Everybody gets a lot of happy birthday comments, but man, oh man, they could get so many more. It's just it just feels good. It just will make Casey Carey feel good. And let me tell you something about Casey Carey. She always thinks that she's way in the back row when she's not. She's absolutely not in the back row at all. So everybody go say hi to her and make sure she understands she's front row. Fozzie's in the back row. Yep. I hope you have a great birthday. I hope you have the best, best birthday. All right. Let's start. I mean, I don't know which one to start with, guys. All right, I'm going to just go with this one. Nothing crazy happens. However, I recorded it anyway. I think it's only like 2 minutes long, though I don't know. I have no idea. But just wait, just wait. It's just 2 minutes long. Nothing happens. I recorded it anyway.
Last of Stanford, first of Lewis.
All right. CR 24-7989. People of the state of California versus Lewis Stanford. And Mr. Stanford is here in court this afternoon. Is the public defender's office available for appointment?
Yes, Your Honor, we're prepared to accept that appointment. Wait formal reading, or I confirm that statistical information is correct. Wait formal reading and advisement of rights and enter a plea of not guilty. We are requesting that the court consider releasing Mr. Stanford on his own recognizance. He does have community ties. He stays here in Modesto, and he would be able to go to a local motel or shelter if he were to be released on OR. He doesn't currently have a job. He's on Social Security income. So at this time, there's no amount of bail he can afford. It's my understanding he does have some criminal history, but I believe it's pretty old. And he is willing to abide by a stay-away order from this storage facility on Crow's Landing if he were to be released. He indicated he does have some property there, and I advised him about doing a civil standby, but otherwise he would be able to stay away.
And he has a way to come back to court.
So you have a waiting mic?
Yes, I do have wait. Yes, I do.
Yes.
All right. Mr. Carrillo, do you have a position for the people? I was thinking also the stay away order from the storage locker facility or.
Right, that would be my position as well, Judge. I'm not opposed to the OR as long as he agrees to stay away. I can give the court the address if you need that, and I apologize. It doesn't look like we uploaded a CPO, but I'd be comfortable with an oral order to stay away if the court's comfortable with that.
Well, I don't think it would be I don't think it's a domestic violence case.
No, it's
CPO. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, stay away. Sorry.
Stay away order, yeah.
All right.
Stay away from storage.
I do agree that the stay away order would be the non-financial means to ensure public safety at this time. So I'll order that Mr. Lewis, Ms. Stanford Lewis, you need to stay away from storage locker door. And that is at 15 in Modesto as your condition for OR.
Okay.
All right. So I'm
Guys,
granting the request for
do you
OR
have
with that
video?
condition. You are ordered to come back to court on July 1st, next Monday, 8:30 in department. Do you have a
Give me a
question for
call.
your attorney?
I'll fix it.
Okay. So you keep writing down.
I'm going to write it down. And you're going to get a
Okay.
piece of paper with it as well.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right.
Department 10 for your case management conference. So, sir, you're being released on your promise to appear.
I have a property in there, so probably can get some. Sure. Okay.
I'll write that down too.
Thank you for it, and I apologize. Stand up, sir. Okay. Find the best you can right here, okay? Even if it's just of initial. That's fine. Come on.
Here, 1 second. Sorry, I was doing this. Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Go.
Yeah, maybe it was better that way. You ever think it might be better if I stay muted? You guys can just ad lib what I'm saying. Bless his heart. Bless that poor man's heart. So, this next one, you guys are really gonna hate me for it. You really are. It's not my fault, guys. It's not my fault. The judge forgot to turn the video on. It happens. The judge forgot to turn the video on, but I couldn't delete it, and I'm not going to delete it. I'm gonna play it. And I tried to put captions in so that we can try to figure out what he says, and it's 8 minutes long. So you'll see what I mean by the judge forgot to turn the video on as soon as it starts. But it's really good.
Don't arrest me, and I got enough ground to sue the cop. Now, whenever you listen, the federal court said they were liable to sue. And I reopened the case back again in the federal court and get Jermaine and every judge who put a hand on it. I didn't do nothing to this girl. I was found guilty on lawful restraint with that decision by the jury. I don't know if they was getting high, they was drunk, how they make the decision, but I'm gonna argue that later. But the thing is, you keep saying you are jurisdiction, and now the jurisdiction, they are liable for something I didn't do nothing. I told the prosecutor, leave the case alone, just dismiss it, I just deal with the cops. Because I know the cop was arresting me prior to my arrest, the same cop. All right, so I know that I didn't do nothing to her. And she, in the later thing, she's willing to make a statement. And I even said in court, she's right there, you can ask her. I didn't do nothing to the woman. And plus the Apollo.
All right, Mr. Hernandez, I don't want to hear about the substantive claims that you have, okay? This is.
I want to hear.
Whenever you want to make the decision, because I'm not at your station. They told me that they have ground to be sued in a state court. All right, it was a false arrest. I didn't do nothing. If you bother to read the transcript and state you was put in a crazy hospital, North 7, whatever that called, in the hospital. And nothing happened to her. I didn't do nothing to her. So that means you can just go ahead and say, have me arrested, and I just have to just go time in prison and just let it slide. It doesn't work that way. Everything that I do, Ms. Robert, you always against me. I know you gotta do your job. Like in the other case, you harmonize and attack me against my grammar. That's very disrespectful. That's big, and I gotta remember black and white right here. This is you. Right? So
it was awesome. And they tried to spell that disrespectable. That's very disrespectable. Kelly, that's very disrespectable that you said I do nothing.
now you talking about you as a minority, you discriminating me. Every time that I do, and I do it the right way, you always discriminating me. So I'm at to tell you on record that I just follow all against you. Just for that. You don't never you discriminating me because I don't speak that good English. I don't write because with staff in my hand, I can't write. I'm writing it. So you don't do that. You don't discriminate.
All right, Mr. Hernandez, I think we're getting a little off topic, okay?
No, I just told her that because everything that I do, Your Honor, she always against me. And I'm trying to tell you, I never done this. I never sued nobody. I never did nothing. She always keep talking about cases pending. I got enough ground, and I'm gonna send you a copy all the false arrays that I had, the case you was talking about, I'm gonna show you everything, the DVD that I want falsely arrested in Hartford, all right? And I'm gonna say you the internal and fair funding. And you wanna kill me, I said, he's right. So do not sit right there if you don't know what's going on, be all over and pop, you don't know the flavor. Man, I'm not here to make stuff up. I'm here because you want me to be in prison. Every time I do something, you always gotta check the door on my face. You don't do that. You gotta allow me to do my job if you doing your job. But everything you're always gonna claim a job is jurisdiction, this and that. It doesn't work that way. Like the Apollo. Okay, if you sue me, I don't reply back within 30 days.
Mr. Hernandez.
You need to want to sue me no matter
The
what.
Apollo.
Mr. Hernandez, this is not just a forum for you to make every argument that you want. There are two specific motions on the court's docket, and I need to try to make sure we have enough time to hear both motions, okay?
Who denied the motion of default judgment? Who denied the motion?
The judge does.
Who
All right.
denied the
Mr. Hernandez, if you're done arguing your opposition to the first motion to dismiss, I'm going to go ahead and hear what Attorney Bossy would like to argue regarding her motion. Attorney Bossy, I believe the basis of your motion is based on testimonial privilege and also prior pending action doctrine. There's a federal suit pending.
That's correct, Your
identical.
Honor. That's correct, Your Honor. And we saw that Your Honor granted the co-defendant's motion based on the prior pending action doctrine as argued about a month ago.
Yes.
So, to the extent that our arguments overlap, I'll rely on my briefing in that regard. And then with respect to the absolute testimonial immunity, I'll just point out that every allegation against our client comes directly from the testimony that he provided at Mr. Hernandez's criminal trial, which is obviously protected criminal trial testimony under the privilege doctrine. And so all claims against EMT DiPaolo should be dismissed for that reason as well.
I just filed another lawsuit against her for defamation of character. Do you know the judge used his statement? He used his statement to sentence me. He said, I'm going to use his statement. And then if you read, Your Honor, if you read the transcript, he said that my girlfriend identified me. He said, no, she didn't. And then when the prosecutor asked him, he said, yeah, she did. So which one is it? So you cannot say one thing and one when my lawyer asks you that she identified it, and they said no, she did not. And then when the prosecutor asked him that same question, he said she did. So he lied, and so now I'm gonna revise his case and I'm gonna object to that. He's entitled to be sued because he lied, he perjured himself in court. Right? You just like you get deep to me, you swear I mean and before and so I can make this statement. So if you take some time and read his statement. Read his transcript, see what he says. He lied on the oath. So
Mr. Hernandez, do you have any argument to make in opposition to the motion to dismiss that was filed based on the testimonial privilege or the prior pending action doctrine?
Yes,
doctrine?
he does.
Excuse me.
They just get right here. I'm gonna strike to this, and I'm gonna object to everything they have to say. I'm suing him because he made defamatory statement saying that it wasn't me, and then he wanna go back and when the prosecutor when he said that I put my hands on her, and then he said no, she did. It was him. No, you don't do that. You not because and then the judge used his statement. He said, I'm gonna use Michael Apollo statement to sentence you. Look at this one on the 5th or the 29th last month when she said it on record. I said, what do you mean this man lied? He said that he never knew who the person is. And then when the prosecutor had the same statement, he said, yeah, she said it was her boyfriend. So which one is it? So he lied. You can't do that.
All right, Mr. Hernandez, I understand you have issues with the underlying
You do?
matters that
She
are the subject of
understands.
your complaint, but I don't hear any objections to the arguments
All
made
objections.
based
all
on
of
these
them.
legal principles. So I will take these motions under consideration and you'll receive
No,
notice
she
of my
won't.
decision. Thank you.
Denied.
We'll stand in recess.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yeah,
Okay,
well,
thank you.
Poor judge. Whoo, no wonder she forgot to put the video on. He probably started talking to her the second he sat down without the video, even knowing she was there or not. Oh, man. I really wanted to see him, though. So I'm trying to remember so hard, and I can't, but it's okay because I told a few of you. Fozzie, I think you had gotten up at this point, so you won't remember. But we were in Discord yesterday, and I told you I wanted to get this case in Connecticut. I think that was the case, but what were the charges? Or oh no, that wasn't the case. So there was a case where it was race discrimination against the state of Connecticut because she says her employer, which she worked for the government in some capacity, I don't know what capacity, but her employer discriminated against her, told her to go put ice in her drinks and drive her to different meetings and things like that. And she discriminated against her because she was white. So she was suing the state of Connecticut. And I was ready for that today, but it never happened. And that was okay because it was just what do they call it? It was just a meeting. I can't remember what they call it. It's a word. It's 3 words, I think, but I can't remember what it is. Just to make sure they're ready for trial on the 9th. So I think trial starts on the 9th of that. That hasn't changed. It's still in the docket. I'm going to try to get that trial on the 9th. But the 9th is a busy day. I'll have my other computer here, so I'll be able to get everything that's happening on the 9th. But the 9th is a crazy busy day. I don't know how we're going to handle it all. Okay. Oh, okay, Spud, since you brought it up, let's look. I'm trying to find it, and I can't, and maybe somebody can help me. So I was told it was around the 2-hour and 55-minute mark or 3-hour and 55-minute mark. I don't know, but I recorded the mark where it supposedly is. Oh, man. All right, so it's 2 minutes long. Help me find it, Spud.
So the only thing we're missing.
I recorded
on the
chat
PCI
too.
is defense signature. I emailed it. When he's here, I'll.
So we'll roll it to tomorrow then.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can wait here for Carson to see.
He's probably gone by now.
I'm gonna fast forward it.
Do you want me to generate the bond now? Because I can generate it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I can generate a Spanish bond too.
Okay, yeah.
So I went to 3 minutes to 50 and 54
I think that's it.
seconds.
Were you able to get a PSR?
No, I'm still emailing that for.
Oh, they did it dirty. He could hope that somebody give it.
Anything.
No.
Go.
Well, I just want to wait for Carson. He texted me, so I'm gonna see if he can come by and actually just finish this now.
Okay, well, yeah, it's up to you.
Because he's already here. He's been here all day.
Even if you get it later, will you get me the PSR? And then I'm gonna make a note.
I'm watching my chat. Watch chat. I
I'm
love
gonna
it.
put that because I gotta generate a bail order for that. I guess I'll wait to sign the bail order. I'll just keep it up for now, and then I'll take a picture of this once I get it.
So I think Victoria says, can you sign a Google warrant? Can you sign this for Google warrant? Is that what she said? I don't know. It was so late. So yeah, I didn't see anything. I know he gets on chat now and he says it's over, guys. Do you have any questions? And then Lone Wolf asks the worst question. He's so nice. Look at him talking to everybody.
And they made the star.
Yeah, Cloud asks about his bracelet. Bracelets. He says his kids make them. Oh, so did I stop it too early, Spud? Do I need to go another minute? All right, I can do that. Shh. I'm working on it. Your sound's fine. I just quiet.
No, you're good, man. Let me just, I'm gonna try.
Kids made my bracelet.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha.
There's Lone Wolf.
Alright.
I have a question.
Thanks.
Would a dirty diaper used as a weapon or a bioweapon? Gross. The judge says. I want to see Victoria, though.
I can't believe we're here this late.
Victoria's still asking for a raise. Melissa is the mod and Victoria is not. It's hilarious.
Filed it.
She always wants money, the judge says.
Yeah. Need a signature. Nós estamos a firmar.
Donald, do it. Show up in that court. That's the second time Melissa had to ask for Skittles. Better not be a third time.
24, match the subject.
Again, please, sir.
Keep coming back, everyone. It's a learning it's a great learning experience. I don't see it, Spud. Am I just not?
Jesus.
Yes, Melissa, I'll get you more Skittles.
Hey, Victoria.
Yes.
Mr. Garcia here has his bond conditions now signed and has his vote. What else do we have?
We're waiting on a free trial to generate or complete the PR bond.
Okay.
Victoria knows everything.
Shahadin?
Same bat time.
Go ahead and sign for your reset, please.
Victoria's still working while Varianus is done. So I see Stephen in Melissa's chair, but I see Melissa in chat. Bye, guys, he says. So is Melissa still in Georgia working as a mod?
All right. You want to say bye? You want to come say bye?
Yes. Bye, Victoria.
We'll call you up as soon as she's ready for you.
Say bye to Melissa.
Yes.
Say bye,
Bye, Melissa.
Do something.
Bye, Victoria.
I am, I'm saying
No,
bye.
her. She needs to go do something.
Oh.
I'm off.
She's busy being a mod. Okay.
Mods are very busy.
There you go.
That was it. So I missed it. I tried a couple times to find it, but I missed it. But I got to see Victoria, so that's good. Okay. Speaking of Judge Fleischer, that's all the videos I had today because I'm just scared. I just don't know what this computer can handle. Every day by the end of my stream, it gets so choppy. So let's put on Judge Fleischer. Oh, I have on my Patreon, by the way, guys. I put a full video out of a case that's really boring. I'm just saying it's really, really boring. I have the other portion ready. I made it real small, and I just cherry picked the good parts. So I'm gonna put that out tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock. I think that sounds like a good time. 9 o'clock. But if you wanted to see the whole video of what I'm putting out at 9 o'clock, then it's on my Patreon, which is free. You don't have to pay. It's just there. So now here's Judge Fleischer. Hi, Judge. Welcome back.
Miguel Moreno.
Yes.
Mr. Moreno, you're charged with failure to stop and give information, leaving the scene of an accident without exchanging information. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present during any questions and interviews of the state of Texas. If you cannot afford a lawyer will be going to represent you, sir.
On June 18th, 2024, officers were dispatched to a two-car accident. Upon arrival, only one car was on the scene. CW provided a description of the other vehicle, which was intercepted a half-mile away. Defendant was ID'd by his Mexican ID, and when asked, he talked about the driver. The estimated damage is $5,000.
Okay. Mr. Moreno, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. Tell me, are you a United States citizen?
He's not, Your Honor. I can look over that. No.
No.
Are you in this country with or without permission, sir?
Without
He's been in the country 30 years. He's got USC children who were born here.
Nevertheless, you go to jail, immigration finds you, they will put a detainer on you, Mr. Moreno. I don't care if you have 15 kids who've been here for 35 years. You go to jail, you're not here with proper documentation, they will put a detainer on you. You will be stuck in custody until immigration does whatever they're going to do. You do not have a Texas driver license, do you?
No.
Then you are not allowed to drive. I am now making that a condition of your bond, and in fact, you will sign a promise with me today that you're not to drive. I don't care what your reason is. If I find that you drive, I will have a contempt hearing. You'll be facing an additional 6 months and a $500 fine every time you get into a car and drive. I guarantee that if you go to jail for any time longer than 2 to 3 days, you will get a nice detainer. The only thing I'm asking you to do is do not drive and do not pick up any new cases. You understand?
Yes.
You have a lawyer. It's your responsibility to stay in touch with Marcos. He will tell you if and when you have to come back to court. If Marcos tells me he cannot get a hold of you because you're playing games, I will issue a warrant for your arrest. You will not get any more PR bonds in here if you pick up a new case, you start driving. For now, I'll have you come up here, swear to us that you're not going to drive. I will have you go to Victoria, sign a reset, and then we'll get you out of here, sir.
Judge, are there going to be states on for this?
No, I just did. Just did no driving affidavit.
Okay. Judge, I've got 2 other cases. They should be quick though.
Okay. Is it Lisa Can? Ms. Can, you're charged with tampering with the government record. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. You speak English, correct? You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, ma'am. Okay.
17th, 2024, officers conducted a traffic stop for paper plates with improper font and an expiration date of April 2024. Driver advised she did not have a Texas driver's license, but did have a Texas ID. The VIN came back to an expired registration in 2020, and the plate came back to a 2016 Honda CRV. The defendant advised she purchased a plate from a nearby house, but she did not know the exact address. 6.36 grams of marijuana was found in the glove box during an inventory search.
Was she with anyone or was she by herself?
By herself, Your Honor.
Okay.
We did verify that she does have a Texas driver's license.
Does or does
She
not?
does.
Miss Can, how old are you, ma'am?
19. 19.
You're 19. Did you graduate from high school?
I'm
Are you in high school? Did you drop out?
a senior.
So you're actively enrolled at this point. Okay, I am now making it the condition of your bond that you graduate high school. Do you understand? You must stay and graduate. I'm also ordering you not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs. No more smoking weed. I'm going to drug test you today to see what other substances you may have in your body. I'm also going to test you 30 days from today. If you test positive for marijuana, that tells me that you're continuing to smoke. It's not going to go well for you. You will not get any more PR bonds. If you don't have someone to bond you out, that means you're going to go to jail and you'll be stuck there until this case is over with. And I'm going to tell you, it takes a while to get evidence. Do you understand? Now, they said, do you have a Texas driver license?
Not a physical one. I'm taking the classes currently.
So do you have an actual license? Have you been granted a license from DPS?
No, not yet.
I don't know what you're searching then.
It showed eligible, Your Honor, when we read it.
If you do not have a license and liability insurance in your name, then you were not allowed to drive. Do you have liability insurance? You are not allowed to drive. That is also a condition on your bond as it stands now. I will appoint you a lawyer today. I don't want any more issues though. You are not allowed to drive, no smoking weed, and stay in school. Do you have any questions? Okay, I'm gonna have you here speak to a lawyer momentarily. I don't want any more issues. And then we were not allowed to work it. But I'm telling you that I'm going to test you 30 days from today. If you stop smoking today, then you should be clean after 30 days. If you're not clean after 30 days, that means that you're continuing to smoke. And all right. I'm gonna have you come up here, swear to us that you're not gonna drive. After that, I'll get you to Victoria. We're gonna have you sign a receipt, and then I'll have you take a seat in the jury box.
So we're sending her to judge today this morning.
Yeah, I want to make sure that there's nothing more.
Does she need an application run?
Yes, yeah, I need one, but she can do it when she
Right,
comes
when
back.
she comes
Let's
back.
go get her done, and then
Judge,
I was walking with
when
you.
we say they're
Raise your
eligible,
hand. You raise your hand.
there's no grounds for suspension. You sold this already, whether they're physically have it.
okay, so we need to be careful.
Yeah,
you know?
but when it says they're eligible, it means they continue to have points and they're eligible to keep having. Whether they physically have one in their possession.
Hmm.
You know,
Regardless, she doesn't have insurance as it is, so.
sure.
All right, Judge, the next one is page 16, Gutierrez.
Don't worry about it. I'm monitoring.
No, not for this person, just in general.
Are you, is it Venete or
It's supposed to be Vicente.
Vicente? Okay, we need a name change, guys. Gutierrez, please. Mr. Gutierrez, you're charged with assault of a family member. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
On September 3rd, 2022, officers were dispatched to a family disturbance. The complaining witness stated that she had been dating the defendant for approximately 1 year. And the complaining witness stated that she and the defendant had a verbal altercation about the defendant not wanting to go to a family event with the complaining witness. Complaining witness stood in front of the defendant and advised that their relationship was over and asked for a watch she purchased for him back. The defendant refused to give it back and pushed the complaining witness, causing her cosmetic nails to be lifted from the nail bed. So the complaining witness then struck the defendant with a closed fist. Defendant grabbed complaining witness left wrist and began to pull her watch off her wrist, causing abrasions. The defendant pushed complaining witness to the ground, and the complaining witness stated she felt pain and discomfort.
Mr. Gutierrez, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. Do you have the rip done? Do we know if she wants to have contact with him?
No, Your Honor, we do not have the report unless it's in the old file. I don't see it done, Your Honor.
This is from 2022.
Yeah, Judge, it looks like it may have been a 2B because we never got it.
Yeah. All right, Mr. Gutierrez, I'm entering in what's called a magistrate's order for emergency protection. That is a court order that identifies Abigail Mendieta as a protected individual. You cannot commit family violence or an assault against this person. Commit an act in furtherance of an offense under section 42.072 of the Texas Penal Code, which is the stalking statute. You cannot threaten, harass, use another person to communicate a threat or harassing behavior. You cannot be in possession of a weapon or go within 200 feet of where she lives or where she works. Do you understand? If you violate this, the state can and will file a violation of a protective order against you. It's one of the worst cases you can pick up here in misdemeanor court. So just don't violate these conditions. You will be fine with us. As it stands now, I'm also ordering you not to have any contact with her and no weapons throughout the entirety of this case. How old are you, sir?
30.
What do you do for a living?
I work in construction.
How much money do you make a month, sir?
Give or take maybe like around like 2,600. Yeah.
Do you have any children?
I have 4, one including with her. Which is a question that I wanted to ask, like if.
So I'm not going to talk to you about the case. You need a lawyer first, then you can talk to the lawyer and the lawyer and I can talk. But until that point, I don't want you. I've got a bunch of DAs here. Everything you say, they're going to use it against you. You have 4 kids. Are they all with you now or where are they at?
They're with mom.
Do you pay support for them?
Yes, sir.
All of them?
Yes, sir.
Is it through the court system or?
Except for the one with.
Okay, but do you actually provide support through the court system?
Yeah, well, through, child support system, yeah, pretty much, yeah.
So is it garnished through your wages or through a check? All right, did you want to apply for an appointed lawyer?
Like a court appointed? Yes.
Okay, I'm happy that you'd pay child support. They need the help, continue to pay the support, and I'm happy that you're doing that. Stephen will give you an application. I'll have you sign a reset with Victoria. After that, we'll have you take your seat in the jury box. Do not leave until you sign our bond conditions though. All right? Okay.
My stripper name would be CJ.
So if you guys can file no contact and no weapons.
Yes, we just did.
Good morning, Mr. Waller. Sir, you're charged with unlawful carrying of a weapon while you're intoxicated. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present during any questions and interviews of the state of Texas. If you cannot afford a lawyer will be appointed to represent you, sir.
On June 17th, 2024, officers conducted an investigation for trespassing. Defendant was observed to be consuming alcohol at a premises not licensed for alcohol consumption. Officers detained defendant for the Class C violation and discovered he had 3 municipal warrants. Search incident to arrest discovered that he had a 9mm Glock concealed in a small satchel.
And you're on felony probation for a very serious case, which I got to figure that one of the conditions is for you not to have weapons. Was this pled down? Can you check to see, please?
Sure. No, Your Honor, was that put down? The
It
location.
was pled down. It was a robbery and it pled down to a theft from a,
Oh, sorry, I thought you meant the UCW. Yes, the robbery was a robbery bodily injury that was pled down to a theft for a person.
two things, Mr. Waller. I'm gonna have you sign an affidavit with me today promising me that you're not gonna have a weapon. If I find that you have a weapon, I will have a contempt hearing. You'll be facing an additional 6 months in jail every single time you have a weapon. Do you understand? I'm also ordering as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, or unprescribed controlled medication.
You're gonna have to
I'm going
cut
to
some of his
randomly
body
push you like
parts off.
crazy. If you have a drug and alcohol problem, you better address it, because if you don't, I'm gonna do it for you. And I promise you, Mr. Waller, you're not gonna like the way that I do it. Do you understand? Yes or no?
It's yes or no, not yeah.
Yes, sir.
I would be on the lookout. It's a matter of time now before they issue a felony warrant for your case. The fact that you pick up this, they're going to issue a motion to revoke your probation upstairs and a warrant will issue. What do you do for a living, sir?
Right now.
Sorry?
Nothing right there at the moment, but I do have an alcohol license. That's what I do, sell alcohol beverages, and I have a license for it. So I don't know why they wrote it and said I don't have one, because I showed them when I got arrested.
That's how I felt. I think he meant he starts work on Monday, Judge.
Do you have an income?
Yes.
What is your income? And from where?
Like selling alcohol beverages.
How is it that you sell alcohol? By what means? To a store, through a distribution? How do you sell alcohol?
Like at a party, when we have parties or something like that, just go to a party and just sell alcohol.
And burritos. Judge, it's okay.
Full-time job. I'm now making that the condition of your bond as well. No alcohol, no drugs. You must now get a full-time job, a legitimate job,
Selling alcohol.
9 to 5. Do you understand?
No, Judge, people don't drink 9 to 5. It has to be later. He's still processing what the judge said to him. It'll hit him in a minute.
I'm going to give you an application today for an appointed lawyer. I will have you fill it out. I'm going to have you come up here, swear to us that you're not going to have a weapon. After that, I'm going to have you go to Victoria Center, reset. You will meet with Tracy for your bond conditions. I'm going to reset your case for 2 weeks. I want to see in 2 weeks what you have done to get a full-time job. It means putting in applications. Go to Amazon. They hire anyone. All you need is a partial heartbeat and you'll get a job at Amazon. Get a job. Do you understand? When you have too much time on your hands, you become self-destructive. Come on.
Need a signature right there about the no weapons. I'm here on an off-docket matter.
Okay. Let
Donald,
me,
you're not supposed to talk about me like that.
238
that's old.
5926. State
Lisi?
Matthew Lisi.
Okay.
He missed the last court date because he had an emergency hospital visit.
He's missed the last 3 to 4 court dates. He's missed a lot of court dates. Where's Mr. Lisi now?
He's right there.
Come up, Mr. Lisi.
I wasn't aware of it.
I'm either drinking too much or this is getting blurrier and blurrier as we go.
Mr. Lisi, you have a felony warrant for your arrest as it stands now. As it is, I can't let him go. He has a felony warrant for forgery of a financial instrument, 2,500 to 30,000. That's at no bond right now. I have to take you into custody, sir. I got to verify it, ma'am. Do you mind? Let me verify just to make sure, but I see that he has a felony warrant for his arrest right now.
We were gonna go to the felony court next.
I can't let him go. So let's do this. Do you want to run to the felony court to see what you can do about a bond?
Yes, sir.
And then we can talk. I can't let him go if he has a felony warrant. Right now, it's at no bond on the forgery. Out of the
He will be
338.
missed, Lucy. He will be
Felony
missed.
Court opens at 10:30. I'll go see what they have to say.
And then, yeah, just come back down. We'll be here for a while. Do you see it, right?
Yes.
It is? Okay. I can't let him go regardless, just because of the felony warrant, then I would get in trouble.
Yeah, I understand.
But-
I was aware, but I should have just taken care of it. Anyway, whatever.
Regardless, they would have taken him into custody as it is,
Yeah.
just because it's at no bond. And
Because it's getting blurry and blurry, I've switched. So we're just going to look at this real quick, then we're going to rewind it, and then we're going to make it full screen. So I'm supposed to start here. So I'm starting here. There's Judge saying hi to Donald and Spade and Lone Wolf.
We need to issue a warrant for Jay because he makes his grilled cheese with mayo.
Oh,
grilled cheese with mayo.
With
Who on
mayo.
earth does that?
Jay does. So we need to issue a warrant for him.
Yes.
And
A
Spade.
mayo grilled cheese?
Yeah.
I mean,
Disgusting.
really?
And
What the hell is
Spade
this
too,
world
just
coming
for
to?
fun.
Spade, you're getting a warrant out.
Padawan.
Oh, Kathy said to tell you you're doing a great job.
Kathy's not here, is she?
I'm not sure. I haven't been able to keep up with chat.
I was asleep. Dead asleep.
Let's see, where is Kathy?
I'll be there tomorrow. All right.
Hey,
I'm
I
gonna
have these-
rewind
I
it
forgot to
now
give
to
this
where
to
we
you
were.
yesterday, but these
I
are,
can find my mouse.
BDRs?
Yeah.
Here it is. Judge isn't even in his chair here, so it's further up. There we go. That's good enough.
That's at 9:30 a.m. And then the third VA appointments until September 30th at 1 p.m.
so we'll do this. So for tomorrow, his first appointment's at 1.
Sorry,
So,
for today is at 1, his first appointment.
okay, so we'll do, can leave at noon.
Mhm.
And he has until, let's say, 3:30, 4 at the latest. He's got to be home by 4.
Okay.
Okay?
Sounds good.
And then on
So Judge Fleischer's stream starts at like normally like 9:45 Eastern Standard Time. So like 4 more hours. So you can start checking in 4 hours. It's probably going to be more like 4.5 hours. It could start at 9:30. I mean, that's when it's sort of supposed to start, but it doesn't always start on time. We should all join his stream if you can. I know you're awake now, so you might be asleep then. I get it. CJ, I get it. You're excused. You're excused because we have to be stripper twins, so you need to get your beauty rest and practice our act. We're the CJs. But we should go. We should go tomorrow and just flood it.
on your one on the 27th, you said it's at 9:30.
9:30.
So we'll give him an hour from the time there, and then we'll give him an hour after. So the appointment's 9:30, what?
I think he said about an hour to 2 hours. So.
Okay, so we'll give him, he's got to be home by 1.
Okay.
Okay, so just let Tracy know.
And then I did get one regular schedule from the felony PO. It would be scheduled the last Tuesday of every month from 11 to 1.
Say that again?
For future appointments, he did mention, or he stated that the appointments are going to be set the last Tuesday of every month after the one today.
Okay, we need to verify it with Tracy because she can verify that's the case. If so, we'll give an hour window on each.
Okay. All right, thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am.
I went ahead and entered all of those files on an amended one, if that's okay.
Did you hear what we said?
I emailed her this morning as well with
Okay,
the
as long as right, the times are right and that he knows he's got to be home by that specific time. So like today, got to be home by 4. Yeah, just let her know. Hi, Shreya.
You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. So I have one plea and one request for a pretrial bond.
Okay.
What would you like first?
What are you talking about, Fozzie? I didn't see anybody say anything against pineapples. Why would we delete any of these? They're golden.
They're mad at me.
All right, let's start with Charlie Smith. This is a pretrial bond request. It's a DV case, but they said that the DA can step in.
He's in custody, obviously.
It is the theft case. However, that theft was a recharge or a double charge. So he dismissed the case that the guy was already on a pretrial bond for, which was 646. And that dismissal should be in your queue. And then it looks like on 663, he has a $100 bond, which we are requesting a pretrial bond on. And he also has a parole hold, so he's not going anywhere, but.
He's got a parole hold? What's on parole for?
Engaging in organized crime for life from Montgomery.
He got a life sentence on engaging in organized crime?
I was surprised. He went to a judge court trial and the judge gave him life.
Whoa. Whoa, what judge gave him life?
I haven't seen it.
No? Can you pull up the court? Let's
a lot of organized crime.
And I heard that Montgomery
I can
County.
imagine it was like, in my head, just off the cuff, it was like a bunch of home burglaries or something. But what else would it be? Like
life on an
it
engagement?
can't be like ATM thefts, right? It's got to be.
284th, Your Honor?
What is it?
The 284th?
In Montgomery County.
Velasquez, Roberto.
Kristen Bates?
I'm not aware of the facts, but.
A's, B-A-Y-S.
Looks like he.
Oh, I would love to get her courtroom. I mean, I can, but I can't.
I mean, it's so large.
Yeah, I'm not gonna give him a PR bond. I mean, he's even lucky to be out, right? And now he picked up a discharging a firearm and an assault,
No,
right?
a theft.
I'm sorry.
That was on the phone.
It's a cell phone and she doesn't want to prosecute and she says she made it all up. I'm just letting you know what the DA told me.
Your Honor, the allegation in the,
It's a slap to the face.
the organized crime was that he had kidnapped a driver of a truck carrying $150,000 worth of cigarettes.
Okay. It's not that crazy.
Looks like something out of Goodfellas, you know?
It's not an act, you know, anyways. I know it sounds like, you know, assault and that.
I'm not gonna give a PR bond, someone who got a life sentence, they parole him out, and now he's picked up 2 cases? No, we're not gonna reward him.
Okay, I'll let him know. Okay, and then we
I'm
have.
sorry, Shreya, but just come on, at some point, we gotta be like, you're just not getting it, even after a life sentence. Okay. you
Elijah
understand?
Coates.
What, really? Mr. Coates, come on up. What are we doing?
Time served. Now, so you're aware, we have at length, multiple times, multiple dates, talked about it deferred, multiple options, multiple.
I'm not gonna take this, man. You're ruining your life.
My
I'm not
kids hate
taking this.
everything.
Sure. No.
So Judge, his concern was just like the bond conditions have been a bit much for him. And so, you know, I think he's just, here's my interpretation, and I think we talked about it, was just that it's not that he's opposed to it. He knows how great it is, but he's just afraid that like, hey, it could be up, like the curfews, the ankle monitors. I told him the monitor comes off and he's been doing great. So I don't think it's an issue that he can't do it.
Why not a probation so that it stays off your record? And what about
Flores?
no PTI?
So we talked about a PTI and I think, so I think the issue was the amount of the leave.
And, yes. there
Oh,
was a-
so was it? How much would we talk?
But the,
It was a
Hi,
half of a
Kelly.
kilo? What? And it's in
Well, I mean,
we never charged him.
he was in charge.
We charged him with ECW possession.
a kilo is 1,000 pounds. You told me he had 500. Oh, yeah, it's 1,000 what, grams?
Yeah.
Okay, 500, right.
500 grams.
But if they're willing to offer a pre-trial, I think that's great. Oh, okay.
I was either deferred, I'm served, I lowered it deferred, but.
What kind of deferred?
6 months.
I'll take you off in 3. All you gotta do is be good, and then you don't end up with a conviction, man.
3 months.
I'm telling you, you get this conviction, it's gonna hold a gun, a literal gun to your head for the rest of your life. Everyone is gonna hold it against you. If you ever pick up any more cases, the minimum of 90 days, you will have to explain yourself on every single job application from now on, why you have a conviction. They're gonna want to know why, and you're gonna have to explain it to them. Right. They've offered you a 6-month defer. All you gotta do.
Have a seat.
All you gotta do is stay out of trouble. You know, don't smoke weed. And what were the conditions? What do you want? Like maybe a gun class or something?
Because again, class, decision-making class in 8 hours community service.
Are you in school?
No, sir, I'm currently enrolled to take my GED classes.
So in July, this
Yeah,
was the
they
case where
started
we got the MAC to give us a social worker and he's working with them to get in the GED
Why is
program.
it taking till September though?
Well, I mean, I don't know. That was the way they do the program and the way MAC has it set up is they can help them with all that, but it starts July, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, July.
No, I think this is great because we can keep him on tabs to make sure that he gets at the minimum his GED.
So would you waive the community service if he's in the
Of course,
GED?
yes, absolutely. Yeah, I don't care about the community service.
You would do minimal supervision, Judge?
Yeah, look, all I want you to do is stay out of trouble.
Yes, sir.
Get your GED.
Yes, sir.
And if you do this well, you will not end up with a conviction. And I'll make you a deal. The day you get your GED, you're done with us.
Yes, sir.
I will make that your proverbial carrot that you dangle in front of your head. The minute you get your GED, I'll cut you loose.
Yes, sir.
All you gotta do is stay out of trouble too.
Yes, sir.
Don't be acting a fool.
Yes, sir.
Do you wanna take that? We've talked about it so many times.
Let's write it up. Let's do it.
Do you,
Okay?
do you change it, Pavel? Oh, you can do it, perfect. Okay, I'll just get that paperwork changed and.
I'll waive
signed.
all his fees. You're not gonna have to pay for a thing.
Okay,
I can't waive the outside, third party stuff. But as far as all our stuff here, you won't have to pay for a thing.
it'll be like $20 more.
Just get your GD.
Yes,
That's
sir.
all we want.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Have a seat.
I think he's going to do it, guys. He's going to get his GED. He's not going to smoke any weed for 3 months. Just a reminder, I have a video coming out later today at 9 o'clock. That's shortened down and condensed. If you want to see the full video, it's on my Patreon. You don't have to pay.
Hey. Hey, come on.
Sean Hicks. Mr. Hicks was in court last night. He had a bond violation in court.
Correct, I remember.
Show proof that he.
You got it? I trust you, Will. If you've seen it, you can verify that I'm cool. Done? Okay, all right.
So I got to tell you, I can't read chat. I'm trying so hard, but my contacts are not working very well. So if you say something to me, if you want to talk to me, you might want to put it in all caps because I would have to squint. I can't read chat.
We'll reset you. It'll be 2 weeks. Okay, 2 weeks. I want to see that he's got 6 then. Okay? If he doesn't have it done, let him.
Now I have to try to read a text from Fozzie. It better be for the whole class because I'm opening it. Oh, nope, I need my glasses. Help me? Will someone help you? Help you what? Fozzie needs help tonight at 6 o'clock, guys. You're all invited.
Let him know it's not going to go well, but I will waive it for now. Okay, but so I'm making a docket notation. So in 2 weeks that we got to see 6. Okay, all right. Thanks.
Okay, no
Happy Storehouse, happy speaking.
I think you might need to new glasses. And nothing that I typed did it say help me.
Oh, it didn't? Yes, it did. Will someone help me at your house at 6 p.m. tonight?
Will somebody be at your house?
That's not what it says. The guys says help me.
Will somebody be at your house at 6 p.m. tonight?
Oh, it's Wednesday. Yes, my son will because I work.
Okay,
bye. Fozzie's crazy, guys.
Hey.
Everybody stop what you're doing and look at the screen. I'm leaving it there. You could fast forward this, you know, I have technology. Will you stop scratching me? There we go.
Going home. I mean, if he had a
Mr.
normal.
Colbert's license, to see if if he even has a license.
Your Honor, shows suspended.
You don't even have a license. How's he gonna be a Lyft driver? Come up, Mr. Colbert. I hope and pray to any God that's out there, if you don't have a license, that you're not driving.
Sir, I'm not driving right now. I will personally live everywhere. I just need the job to pay my court fees, my
You ain't got
bond
no court fees. I haven't assessed any fees on you.
I don't know what's going on with it, but I just needed to get out of this hole I am in my life. I'm not a bad person. I'm not a bad guy. I'm not. I'm not.
Every single person on that side of the wood, there's always little bunnies jumping in the woods.
Sure.
And then when they hit the door outside,
Yes, sir, but
it's a Jekyll and Hyde.
Yes,
You
sir.
now have 4 cases open.
Yes, sir. And yes, sir, I understand that, but I honestly just want to work, get my life together. Because honestly, the bond conditions that you put on me, it saved my life. And I can wholeheartedly say that.
I'm not letting you out in the middle of the night, Mr. Colbert.
I have my ankle monitor home, Mr. Fleischer. I don't plan on doing anything else but going to work. It's hard to get a job out here. I've been trying for months.
I've heard that story before.
I've been trying for months.
Chance after chance after chance, and now after another chance. There are so many other jobs that you can work during the day.
I've been looking, I've been searching. It's hard finding a job. I literally applied everywhere through and through.
Mr. Colbert, let me tell you something. You have 4 open cases now and you're having a hard time getting a job. Imagine what it's going to be like if you end up with these convictions on your record.
Sure.
I think it's going to be even more difficult. And the only thing that's happening.
Just stand down for now, because they ain't gonna budge. I need to come back later, okay? And just, you gotta pick.
The only thing that has happened since January this year is you've taken a shovel and you've gone like this repeatedly. And now you want to come to me after a harassment,
I
a
feel like you
mischief,
just
and a
attacked me.
DWI, and a gun, and you want me to let you out in the middle of the night?
I mean, you're supervising everything I have, everything I'm
I
doing.
can't supervise you in the middle of the night. If you're out there, you can do whatever you want if I give you permission. And I don't know what you're doing out there.
I'm going to be at work, sir. I have an ankle monitor. There's nothing more I can do besides go to work. I'm not trying to be in any trouble.
Picked up a DWI a week and a half ago. Trust, Mr. Colbert, is built in time, not in a week and a half. You've picked up your 4th case a week and a half ago. You want me to let you out in the middle of the night?
Sure.
I need to trust that the people of Harris County are safe. You telling me they're safe is going in this year and it's going out that year. Actions speak louder than words.
Sir, no, so I'm trying to provide to you my actions that I'm a better guy, that I can be a better guy by going to
Haven't
work.
changed in a week and a half, Mr. Colbert, okay? John.
Yes.
Cases.
No, Judge, all we can do is approach and ask you, so, I mean.
There's gotta be another job that you can get.
I've been trying, Mr. Fleischer. Is there anything that you could recommend me to, or you guys can?
Go to Amazon.
I've been trying, I mean.
Uber.
Even with it, I don't know how I can do that. It's not easy going to apply for Amazon. When you look there, all of the jobs are taken away. They're all taken away. I literally had to go through a temp agency just to get a job. And I've been trying for months. Even before these cases, I've been trying for months.
I'm not letting you out in the middle of the night. Not with 4 open cases. With these cases and with a harassment case. It's not gonna happen. With time.
Now, he has to be right, guys. Houston, there can't be a job in Houston. There just can't be. They have to all be taken. I'm sure of it.
Perhaps. But at this moment now, I don't trust you.
Thank you, Judge.
John D. Herman, tell me.
It's not on the docket. May I give you a case number? 25 05-329, I believe it's R or X, I never know those.
2505
329.
Brothers?
Yes, sir. We filed an occupational judge. The abstract takes several weeks to get. So he ran it, your chief ran it, and it's just the ALR suspension. I asked Ramona if that would suffice. She said to come ask you, because typically there's an abstract, but that takes several weeks to get. And I don't want Mr. Brothers, I want him, he wants to drive. So I was hoping that we can get it with just
Can you
representation.
run his NCIC? I'd like to see how many
It's
DWIs.
a second, but let me give you.
I know he's got a second here, but does he have any other DWIs elsewhere?
260. Oh, okay, got it. You don't need that much.
It just has, the two DWIs, Your Honor.
What any other criminal history?
Yes, Your Honor, in 2003, it looks like he had 2 aggravated sexual assaults of a child. I don't see the resolution of those.
It's open now.
No.
They were more than 20 years ago, Your Honor. It's just, I don't see.
Those are 20 years ago?
Yeah.
Yes, Your Honor.
He looks like he's 18 now.
He's 34, Your Honor. So,
That's what happens when you get to our age. Anyone under 40.
You represent him in that or no?
No, I did not.
what's the name? Brothers.
Oh, it's the one that you just looked up.
Okay,
What's an interlock?
No, I want an occupation.
occupational license.
He has an interlock.
Huh?
Brothers, what's the question?
Yeah, he wants an occupational license with us.
Okay.
I found it.
What does he do for a living?
Your Honor,
Shit,
he
that
has
leaves
a
me out.
DWI out of
Thanks, Fozzie.
Louisiana.
Rude.
This is the first one, sorry. Yeah, the first one is the first.
He just has the one DWI elsewhere. He doesn't have multiple.
Sure, just
Okay.
out of Louisiana.
Yeah, go ahead, son.
What does he do for a living?
Candidly, I don't know. I think he works in the oil rig stretch. And that he's required to go, like, drive it. Yeah, he needs a driver's license to go in and out for work purposes.
Okay, will you find out what times he wants and then we'll talk about it and then I'll grant you one?
Okay, yeah. So you don't need a hearing, though, then, right?
No, but I don't want to do an open-ended one where it's gonna be 24 hours a day, but I'll
Okay.
give him one.
Okay, full disclosure, Judge, and I just because I respect the court, is I know courts do the restriction, but I want the court to know that DPS does not acknowledge the restriction when it goes on their license. Okay, I just want, okay, but I'll get.
At some point, they're going to.
No, they don't, because the way the occupational, they give an occupational,
We can
it's
do it
just like
together.
having a regular driver's
We can
license.
help each
And-
other.
And and they, when I've talked to DPS, they just say, they don't.
He knows the restriction.
Yes.
He's supposed to abide
Yes,
by it.
absolutely.
And if he doesn't,
Yes.
I'm pretending I can't read
Yes, but if he
it,
gets,
but I
again,
read it.
just for clarification, but if he gets pulled over, and I don't suggest to any
he
clients.
will have a copy of the license with him. So he can show the officer a copy of the license. That will detail all the
Yes, but once
the
within
parameters.
30 days, they send that copy of the license to
He
DPS.
should always have a copy of the occupational with
No,
him
but
as
what
well.
DPS does, they send it, he sends that copy to DPS, and they send him a license.
Sure.
With the
Yeah.
restriction. And then that copy of the restriction does not have.
I get it, but what I'm saying is that he should still have it just in case. A copy of the
Okay,
occupation.
Okay, thank you.
Harold. Mr. Langino.
Mr. Blunt, here.
Hey, Harold, how are you, man? How are we with Mr. Blunt?
So good, he's in performing do his work, Judge. Okay. And he sent me several invoices.
Look,
to
Patty,
show the
now we have a
court.
plan of action.
They didn't print them out today, but went over and did his testing this morning, came back. But he's here right now.
Is working?
Yes.
Have you been able to verify?
I haven't been able to verify it. I do have these invoices that we sent to different people.
Did he test today, Harold?
The judge,
test.
he did.
And
He said that they told him it was slight, it was a slight positive, they put it as positive. I think he said PCP.
Come up, sir.
He does take 4 prescribed medications, Your Honor.
There's
He had
no
a
false
slight
positive for PCP, Harold.
positive of
Well, I
PCP.
found,
There's no false positive for marijuana.
I found a couple of websites, Judge, National Institute for Health, that do talk about.
I don't care. There's no false positive for PCP. Did you get, Tracy?
There's at least 9 things that are false positive for PCP.
She emailed it to you.
And I don't know the names of all these compounds and whether or not they're present in the drugs he takes, but I never had to research this issue before.
Tested positive for cocaine and PCP. He goes with you. Sorry, bud.
It was an accident. It was slight. He was just walking. It blew up his nose in the wind as he was walking by. That's why it's slight.
If you don't mind.
Yes, Judge.
May I go?
Yes, ma'am. Good morning.
Good morning. I am here from the PDO. I just got appointed to Adalhi Amesquita.
Yes, sir.
Yes, so he's bond made, but he's in custody. Because he has a felony charge.
Okay, because I didn't. see
He's
it.
not here, so I'm going to fast forward it. Or this is him coming up
Oh, I see.
Right.
You were, that was the first one.
right here.
Okay, so
It's a fragility. It's just we're gonna need you anyway. Oh, okay. It's a plea.
And that's how I make our
Hey, Jill.
video every day. I fast forward through all that.
Mr. Wilson.
This is Mr. Wilson, this is Darius Wilson.
Good morning, Mr. Wilson. Guys, keep it down, please. All right, Mr. Wilson, you're charged with 3 cases, actually. You're charged with 2 counts of theft and 1 failure to identify oneself to a peace officer as a fugitive. So you're facing up to a year in jail on the fugitive case, and you're facing up to 6 months on both of the theft cases. What have we worked out?
We worked out a plea agreement to the older theft, 17 days, credit for 17.
Okay, so 17 days in jail, credit for the 17 days that you've done,
Yeah,
and both of the other
almost
ones will be
rude.
dismissed?
Yes, sir.
Is this how you understand it, Mr. Wilson?
Yes, sir.
Understand that you give up a lot of rights by entering into this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. So once you accept this agreement, you can never change this. This now makes at least 2. Mr. Wilson, what happens if you pick up another theft?
Pick up another one.
What happens if you pick up another theft, Mr. Wilson? Right. Instead of days, you will be facing years for a pack of gum. I would be very careful. You could be doing a lot of time on the next one. How do you plead to the offense, sir? I will find you guilty. I will follow the agreement. If it's enhanced, it'll be abandoned. Good luck to you, Mr. Wilson. Thank you, Judge Wilson.
You know, when he says his speeches to all these people, he looks them dead in the eye when he says it. Now, all the other judges we see read it because it's the same script and they can't miss, they can't miss anything. They have to say everything by law. You have to say this, you have to say this, you have to say this. He looks them dead in the eye and says it every single time. Sometimes he might miss 1 or 2 things, but then he comes back and adds it on, and it's not easy to do. He's a good judge.
Okay, so this is a good deal. The only thing that you have to do is the gun safety class, an effective decision-making, and get your GED. And I'm telling you, once you get the GED, that's it. We will cut you loose. I want you to understand that I'm going to make sure and I'm going to keep you with me so that we know that you're doing well. You understand?
Yes, sir.
You give up a lot of rights by entering into this agreement. You're facing a year in jail if you violate this thing by picking up another case, doing something that you shouldn't be doing. You're facing an entire year. You authorized me to put you in jail for an entire year. You understand?
Yes, sir.
All I'm asking you to do is make me proud, Mr. Coates. That's all I want you to do. You know,
Yes,
I'm not
sir.
asking for much.
Yes, sir.
We will take off all your fines and fees so you won't owe anything. I can't do it for the outside classes, but as far as here you're concerned, you won't be responsible for anything.
Yes, sir.
You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront, cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization under federal law. This is an agreement between you and I. It is a contract that you're entering into. You will be with me until one of two things happens, that you successfully complete this or you get revoked. If you get revoked, I will issue a warrant for your arrest. I'm going to put you in jail. The only thing that we're going to talk about is, one, if you violated it, if you did, how long of a jail sentence you're going to be doing. Understand?
Yes, sir.
No drugs, no alcohol, the two classes, and get your GED.
Yes, sir.
If you ever have any problems, come back here and talk to me. Talk to Shreya. You have her phone number. We are willing to help you if you need it.
You were
We can
going to
get you
say
the
how pretty
resources.
she
You just
looks.
got to know that you
Okay.
need it.
Yes, sir.
Do you have access to a computer?
Currently, no, but I can get one. Like I can get a little laptop.
If you have a
house.
problem, come back here. I will get you a computer so you can do the classes here.
Yes, sir.
You can sit in one of the rooms and I will give you a computer, but you got to come here and then I'll give it to you so you can use it. We have Wi-Fi here, so basically all you have to do is show up if you can't get one on the outside.
Yes, sir.
Okay?
I can
How do you
totally
plead to the
see
offense? Guilty
the
or not guilty?
judge helping him with his homework. Can't you? I can see him sitting there going over the question with him.
I will not find you guilty. I'm going to withhold that for 6 months. Give you the opportunity to get this. You know, the nice thing about this Mr. Coates, is that if you can get this done successfully, you can have it sealed. And I will do it for you for free. If you do it well, you get it done. I'll waive your fees to get this thing sealed so that you won't have to pay anything, get it done.
Yes, sir.
All right?
Yes, sir.
Good luck, man. Okay, thanks. Shreya.
I don't think so. I don't think so. I'm rooting on this kid. I think this kid's gonna make it, or he's gonna
Okay,
steal a
yes.
computer. I don't know.
What is his name? Yama? What's the last name? Okay.
Yeah.
Oof, that's an old case.
Well, he was gone with immigration for a while. 238. Do you want to just one up? That's it. That's it. I want to put a little over the minute.
And the felony is getting dismissed once we plead him to 15-month probation. I just emailed Maritza Shan.
Okay, awesome. Okay,
If you can verify it for me, that'd be great.
Oh, exactly.
He's coming out real soon, see? Real soon.
Yeah.
How are the kiddos? Busy during the summer?
Moment goes by that I can't even go to the bathroom by myself, you know?
We don't have that anymore. I have that, my youngest is 20, who just turned 20 over there. Sophomore at Texas. But he's here in town. He's working at a,
Is he gonna follow your footsteps?
he wants to go to medical school. The other one is a 3L at South Texas.
What?
A 3L.
Nice. Is he gonna work with you?
No. He's been
Have him come
offered-
hang out with us. You can have him come hang out with us,
He's
you know?
doing a second year clerkship at a civil firm. A big.
That's where
firm.
everybody wants to go. That's where the money is, you know? No one wants to come here.
You know what? I'm good with that.
I'm gonna go too. Mr. Damas Mesa, you were charged with driving while intoxicated. It's elevated to a Class A misdemeanor because of the high blow. You were facing up to a year in jail
Got reduced.
and/or $4,000 fine. I want you to understand two things, Mr. Damas.
Mr. What?
We take
That explains it.
the protection of Harris County very, very seriously. And for people who put Harris County in danger, we have a special place for them. Did you get deported in this matter?
¿Usted fue deportado?
No,
No.
This country.
¿Usted está en este
without
país
permission.
con o sin permiso?
con permiso.
With permission.
What kind of
¿Qué
permission do you
clase de
have?
permiso trae usted?
Es que me tuvieron y me
I
dieron
was held
permiso.
in immigration and they gave me permission.
Is that right?
That is right, Your Honor.
Sí,
He's
señoría.
on bond. He's
Él
going
está
before
bajo
the court.
fianza,
He
la
has
ley
a
de las
work permit.
cortes, tiene permiso para trabajar.
You need to
Usted
understand,
necesita que
you're
entender
here.
de que usted está aquí.
If you do have permission, the more criminal cases that you pick up, the more likelihood you have of that permission
Es el
being
más
revoked.
posible de que ese permiso se le retire.
Immigration judges
Los jueces
don't want people who
no
are
quieren
a danger to society. Do you understand?
Yes.
This DWI will go on your record. It will be there for the rest of your life. What you need to understand is that if you were ever pulled over in a car, the first thing an officer does, they're going to look up your criminal history. They will see a prior felony charge. They will see a prior DWI. Do you think that they're going to be nice to you if they pull you over?
No.
Right. They will automatically search you. They're going to automatically give you a hard time. And if you have alcohol on your breath, I guarantee you will go to jail again.
Yes.
From now on, you will be facing a minimum of 30 days in jail. Do you understand?
¿Usted entiende?
Sí.
Yes.
What I'm trying to impart to you is that you should never, ever get in a car, even if you've had one beer, one shot, half a glass of wine, because all it takes is the faintest odor,
One bourbon.
and in the lockup you go.
Encarcelar a las personas.
You give up a lot of rights by entering into our agreement today. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you are not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. This is a done deal today. You can never change this. Do you understand?
¿Usted entiende? Yes.
Is this what you want to do?
Esto es lo que usted quiere hacer.
Sí, señor.
Yes, sir.
How do you plead to the offense of driving while intoxicated? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
And we'll find you guilty. I will sentence you to 180 days in jail. I will probate that for 15 months. As part of the probation, you will do a DWI education class, 2 victim impact panels, You will do a TRAS, which is an evaluation to see what other conditions you may need. You must fulfill all the conditions they assess. No drugs, no alcohol, substance abuse treatment, no breath test refusal. At this point, you are not allowed to drive. You do not have a Texas driver license. If you do get a license and you get pulled over and an officer asks you to submit a breath sample, you must do it. You must also have a portable breath test device that you will take with you everywhere you go. If you violate this agreement by picking up a new case, by testing positive, I'm going to put you in jail. And the only thing we're going to talk about is if you violated this agreement. And if you did, you were looking at 6 months in jail. You understand?
Yes, sir.
I will caution you on one more thing. You are on bond for your immigration case. You must be on your best behavior, because if you pick up another case, the immigration judge will revoke that bond and put you into ICE custody, and then you will be stuck, unable to get out of jail. Do you understand? All right. Good luck. Hi, Dan. Where's Nurse Scott? You ready? Good. What's up, man? Are you Dalton Thornton?
Yes, sir.
Guys, keep it down, please. Mr. Thornton, you're charged with reckless driving. You're facing up to, this is not right.
Yeah, I should be up to 30 days in jail.
Yeah.
This automatically generates it, Your Honor. We can't.
Guys,
change
guys,
the,
guys, 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 guys,
Right.
guys, did you see that? Ramona's here. How is it without Melissa? Is it hard? Is Stephen carrying the load okay? Are you and Victoria keeping the judge in line? Ramona, we love your courtroom. I'm just saying, we love your courtroom. It really just takes us away from everything we have to deal with all day. You guys just lift us right away from it. Just for a little bit. Just for a tiny little bit.
Unfortunately.
So realistically, it's a reckless driving, so you're facing up to 30 days in jail and or a $500 fine. You know, I want you to understand, Mr. Thornton, that do you have a nice car that you were pulled over in this car, in this case?
Say it one more time.
Do you have a nice car?
Motorcycle. Oh, this one that I got. Oh, this was a truck. Truck. Yes, sir.
How nice of a truck is it?
Very nice. I take care of my things.
I bet you do. You really like it.
Sure.
The legislature has made it very easy for them, meaning the DA's office, to seize and take vehicles from people who act really recklessly and dangerously. I've seen cases of people come in here with a second reckless driving like this, where they have seized and taken the car permanently. I would be very careful. This now is one on your record. You get pulled over, you get charged with a second one, like a racing, reckless driving, or something like this, you may very well lose that nice truck of yours. So be very, very careful.
The police would probably pay me to keep my car. Get that piece of junk away from me.
This is the only notice and warning that you're going to get. Understand?
Yes, sir.
You give up a lot of rights by entering into this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers, right to be arraigned, charged in open court. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. So once you accept this agreement, you are stuck with this. You can never change this or undo this. Is this what you want to do?
Yes, sir.
This will go on your record. You understand this, right?
Yes, sir.
From now on, you'll be facing a minimum of 30 days in jail for any cases you pick up. So you got to be very careful. How do you plead to the offense of reckless driving, sir? Guilty or not guilty? If you're not guilty, then don't plead guilty. I don't know anything about your case, but if you're not guilty, don't plead guilty, because this isn't like Target where you can just return it because you don't like it. Once you plead guilty to something, it's a lifetime. They've offered him a 6-month.
6-month deferred, yes, sir.
A deferred is a type of probation that if you complete it successfully, you don't end up with a conviction. The only thing that they ask is you to do what? What did you ask for?
Driving, defensive driving and 4 hours of community service.
If you do that in 6 months, you don't end up with a conviction. Me, as a reward for people to do well, I take everyone off in half the time if they do well. So you could literally be done with this thing in 3 months if you do your class quick and your community service and just don't get in trouble. That's all we ask.
I personally did 3 months. It's hard.
Do you want to do the deferred instead?
Yes,
Or do you
sir.
want to do the time served?
It's the deferred.
Deferred,
No, we're doing
sir.
deferred, Your Honor.
Deferred.
We're not doing time served, sorry. Should be a deferred 6-month.
This is listed as a Harris County jail.
There's some mistake.
There's been a couple refilings.
Yeah.
Oh, so we are doing a
Yes, sir,
deferred.
it's deferred.
Okay, so let's do that now, and then I'll get that.
Sorry about that.
Oh, okay, well, that's a big difference.
They're about to back and forth.
Now he's getting scared.
Okay.
I'm just like, what's going on?
Okay, so Mr. Thornton, it is a 6-month deferred.
Yes, sir.
It's like, you already know what type of probation it is. I've already given you the deal. All you have to do is a driver safety course, 4 hours. Get this done within 3 months. I'll take you off in 3 months.
Yes, sir, I'm ready.
Okay? Understand, if you violate this thing, I will issue a warrant for your arrest. You're facing an entire 30 days in jail if you violate this thing.
Yes, sir.
Okay? If you pick up a new case, don't do your stuff on time. Drive without a license, stuff like that, you'll end up getting revoked. Okay? All right. I'm not going to find you guilty. I will or how do you plead? You say guilt? Did you say guilty or no?
Guilty. How do you plead guilty? Not guilty. It's guilty.
Guilty.
I'm not going to find you guilty. I will withhold that for 6 months. Get it done quick. We'll take you off quick.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Best of luck, my friend. You're all right.
I just sent you the last 2 drug tests.
Thanks, Tracy. You too, man. Take care.
Guys, my thing's gone.
Okay, Mr. Slider.
Oh, there it is.
Roger's back, Jeff.
I was not muted. All right, guys. That's pretty good for tonight. We're almost hitting 2 hours. If you want to see the rest of this docket, Finding Justice with Judge Fleischer. I'll put the link in. Let me put the link in. He has it all there. I should open up YouTube first. There we go. And then we all need to come here tomorrow during his docket, or today, in a couple hours. In a couple hours, we're all going to join his docket. We're all going to see Ramona at work. We can cheer for her, ask for a raise for her. Yeah. Everybody else is getting a raise. She might as well too. Okay, I don't know if anybody got a raise, but go there. Go there in a couple hours. Lacey, have a good night. Guys, thank you so much for coming out. It was a day for me. I didn't even know the internet would be back on for the stream. So I'm just glad it was. You know, things are looking good, guys. So you got to remember that. You got to remember that when everything falls apart, that things will look good again in just a little bit. I don't know what that says, Fozzie. Do I need to click it? Just in caps, put yes or no. I'm going to go into Discord if anybody wants to talk. If you don't, that's fine. Ramona, have a good day. Give Melissa a big kiss on her cheek for, oh, nope. She's gone. Give Victoria a big kiss on her cheek for us, but don't do that to the judge because I think you might get, I think that's a felony. And I don't want to see you in jail. All right, guys. Thanks for coming out. Thank you. And don't forget the happy birthday in the comments. Please, please, please. Thanks, Tina. And is it Mia Maria? Did I say that right? Or is it Maria Mia? In the comments, I see you there. I know you're not here. I know sleep is good for you, but hi. Hello. I see you in comments. Just wanted to let you know that. All right. Bye, guys. See you in Discord. Come to Discord. See ya.